What's Gravy Train from?
I don't know. What do I look like? A fucking master of sayings? Ask your dad.
He just has obscure sayings that even modern day country or old school country people haven't heard.
Yeah. I guess our levels are good. We look good.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Stuff looks good
We
on
sure
the
do.
on the mics, on the screen. We hadn't done this in a while. I'm a little rusty.
Me too.
Yeah,
But not because we haven't done this in a little while. I'm just rusty.
You just hadn't oiled up.
Yeah.
I thought that was the whole point of wrestling, is you just oiled up all the time and went out and wrestled and touched bodies.
I never got into the oil.
Oh, really?
No, I've seen guys do it.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I guess they just spray. Like, I've seen them spray water on themselves. Like, I think Austin Jordan did that at 3 Count. Maybe it was Austin Jordan. Somebody did it backstage.
a lot of guys like to spritz themselves because, for the entrance.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys will oil. There's something called hot stuff. That stuff's wild. I've used it maybe once.
Yeah.
And Ken Magnum used to use it a ton. And it smells like cinnamon and death. So you spray it on your skin and it like
Fireball.
Yeah. I mean, it smells like Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like draws, I don't know, it makes you hot. And it makes your skin more of a reddish color.
Yeah.
Like it gives you color overall.
That sounds awful.
And it burns a little bit. Makes you hotter. But what I didn't know was you're not supposed to put it on the back of your neck, because apparently the back of your neck, that's why people put like cold towels around your neck, because that's like a central little area. Like
central heating.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your HVAC.
I think the your vagus nerve, or as Morgan said it last night, your
bagel
nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, your vagal nerve. It's in that vicinity, so I sprayed it back there, and I was sweating my face off before I walked out for my match. I'm like, no more hot stuff for me? I'll just tan normal
that
people.
That sounds awful. I don't like to be hot at all. So if I had to spray something on me that made me hot, no.
It's not for you.
No, maybe it's not for me.
Yeah. Maybe heat isn't for me.
Nope. So I'm trying to move up north. It's just cold.
All the time.
Yeah, then I'm just in my natural habitat.
Is that your natural habitat?
I think so.
Would you say that?
I would say that. Like, I die in the summer.
Like, where were you born?
Here.
Okay. But your family is from...
Here. Except for my dad. My dad's from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's where you're going soon, or eventually, right?
Ish.
Coming up?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh?
Oh.
Huh. So your dad's family's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Well?
My mom's family's in, like, North Carolina or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. My mom's family's in North Carolina, in Lexington. I was about to say, I don't have any family that's from, like, out of state or anything, but literally my mom's whole side got a slew of cousins.
God, Josh! You'll know your ancestry?
Not very far, no. But
I would like to introduce the people watching to William.
William.
Yeah, that's what I call him.
Oh.
Yeah, you call him what you want, but that's what I call him.
Welford.
Wailford.
Yeah. Wellston.
Wilford Wellston the Third.
Wilford Wellston. He's got to be a third.
Yeah.
Nobody's the second. You never hear the second ever.
My dad is.
Well, your dad's from Pittsburgh. It doesn't count.
I'm literally the third.
You are?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, of course I am.
Everybody's the third. Except your dad. He doesn't count. I mean, he's not the third. He's the second.
Yeah.
He doesn't count. He's not from here.
He's not from here. It doesn't matter.
No. Is anybody ever not from South Carolina?
I don't know. Maybe people from, like, California or something.
Yeah, maybe. I think everybody else are just, they're not real.
They don't exist.
Like, oh, you're from North Carolina, but you're really from South Carolina.
It's like that, well, you haven't seen Rick and Morty. The Rick and Morty episode where they're stuck in a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all a simulation. Just South Carolina is just a simulation.
Oh.
We may or may not be real. Who knows? Everything may be a simulation. There's a whole study on that.
Whoa.
Yeah?
If I'm a simulation.
Yeah.
Man, that was like you could have done anything and you picked that?
Yeah. start off this episode. Our back in black and white episode.
What?
Well, I was going to do back in black, but I realized I wasn't wearing black. So.
Oh, well, you got a black...
It's my hourglass.
Hourglass.
Yeah, it's my Unis Honest t-shirt.
Your black skull head.
Yeah.
Hourglass. I don't think one of those skull heads is fitting through the tiny little... I think they're going to stay put.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how geometry works.
Physics. Glass really doesn't bend.
Yeah.
Unless this is a simulation.
Heat it up.
Somebody just... that's
well,
true.
that's like they talk about like the rocks. And like, how do you know rocks aren't soft and they just tense up when you touch them?
That's not even...
Rocks are really soft, but when you touch them, they get scared and they tense up. And they're hard, real hard.
You know what's been real hard lately? Like
a plethora of things. I don't know. You can just name it off.
What's been really hard is not being able to cue this sweet A intro.
Hey.
All right, we're unmuted.
Cool. Salutations, good people. Welcome to the CS Podcast, where we create stuff, or if you're Trey,
create shit.
And today, we have our hands full with, I'm Josh, by the way, with our return.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to call it.
Brief hiatus.
Our brief hyenas.
Our brief hyenas.
Our brief hyenas and our hyenas. Every time I hear the word hiatus,
you hear hyenas?
I hear anus. I think of the word anus when I hear hiatus.
We're off to a good start. Good start to this end of our hyenas.
Yes. So we're being joined by what do we?
Fuck.
William
Wellford.
William
Wellston. William Wellston the Third.
William Wellston the Third.
I don't know. I have to play this back and see what we actually named him.
Yeah,
it was either Whaleford or Whaleston. I don't remember.
It was Whaleston. But anyways, he changes colors. He is his own mood ring.
Yeah.
So as you can see, he's
a moody son of a bitch.
He is a moody little whale. He's a moody SOW.
Moody patootie.
Patootie.
Hey, real quick before we go any further, I would like to make an announcement.
Okay.
So remember last episode?
I don't.
Yeah. So our last episode was part 2 with Vincent Baker.
Yes.
The previous episode was part 1 with Vincent Baker.
Yes.
So Vincent has launched Otherworlds on Kickstarter. His core rulebook. So I just wanted to put that out there. Just wanted to let people know that the Kickstarter is currently going as of this recording and as of the release of this podcast episode. You've still got... If I can pull it up here. I just wanted to do this since he's shared our stuff around and I'm just really good friends with him. So
yeah,
you got 16 days to go as of this recording. So this is, what is it, Monday? So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 4 days. So you'll have 12 days to go as of the airing of this podcast. He's currently up to $3,150 pledged out of $1,500. So he's fully funded. So
wow,
yeah, it's gonna happen, and that comes with the core rule book. So you get all the rules to Otherworlds, and then if you want to back for a little bit more at say $30, you also get Otherworlds Light, Otherworlds Dark, the 5e conversion guide, Grimdark Adventures, like all these different modules. Just a lot of little goodies that go along with it. Like there's so you get the Otherworlds core rule book, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that you get. And one of those is the stretch goals, so that could be it could be more than 6 things. Because,
the stretch.
So for those
goals?
stretch goals. For those that aren't aware or don't know anything about Kickstarter, the way that it works is you set a goal of, let's say, $1,500, which Vincent has set, and then you can set goals higher than that, so it'll be fully funded. at $1,500, and then say they reach like $3,000, he has now reached enough money that, hey, I could add in some extra illustrations if I wanted to. So little things like that, little add-ons to make it better, because he now has more money than he thought he would get. So $1,500 was to get everything published and good, and then anything extra can go towards making it even better. So that's what stretch goals are.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
and
solid.
All kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's a good price, like $30. You get the full rule book, like, and all of that stuff. If you've already bought the character creation guide or any of those other modules, I believe there's an option that you can send him a screenshot of those, and you can get a discount on your pledge.
Very
and
cool.
Still get Otherworlds. So, yeah, keep that in mind.
And if you want to hear about Otherworlds, go back and watch our past 2 episodes.
Yes.
Especially, I would say episode 2. I would think.
Yeah, 2. We talked about it more in depth.
Yeah, and you can hear everything that it's about. He went super in depth. That way, everybody knows what it's about.
So keep an eye on that. Support Vincent Baker. Support Otherworlds. Support small local game developers, business owners, whatever, however you want to word it. Like,
absolutely,
he's a little indie developer, so he's doing good for himself. So
he's a little Indian developer.
Little indie.
Indie.
It
sounded like that was
going to be canceled.
For creating Indians?
Well, no.
Being a little Indian developer?
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds I don't know.
It sounds wrong, but it's not. I don't think.
I guess.
Little Indian developer? Maybe he has a camp.
He might. Camp.
I don't know. Indians like camps.
Here. Yeah.
They're familiar with them. Now we're getting into that realm where...
Yeah, Wegsay into something else.
Wegsay?
Hey, speaking of Wegsays, so...
Wegsays are weird.
Yeah. So, I was over at my parents' a couple weeks ago, and this dude showed up on, like, a Segway. Like he came up, I don't know what he was selling or what he was getting rid of or whatever.
Was it like the one that goes up and down this street? The little roller?
So that's what I was getting to, yes.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the same guy. I didn't get to see that guy. But, like... It's like got 2 big wheels on it, and then like instead of the handles coming up like like your chest or midsection, like it only comes up to your knees. And so I guess you turn it that way.
Oh, I thought it was hands free.
Getting it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it is hands free technically because I'm not gonna reach down there. Like you just turn with your knees and stuff. But yeah, like he was getting it. He was going fast. Yeah, I thought about it.
I want one.
And I think it's the same guy. I do too. Like I looked at it and I saw him zooming on, and I was like. Oh, I could get in trouble with one of those.
I mean, I don't need it, but I want it.
No, we need it because like it's a dolly. You know? Okay. Yeah. You know what a dolly is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just thinking about how it is a dolly.
Well, like if I run the Ronin and I use the stabilizer. Instead of just moving in, if I had a Segway and could dolly in and dolly out.
I was thinking of a different kind of dolly.
Oh.
Never mind.
No. Camera dolly.
Camera dolly.
You thinking like hand trucks?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess you could.
I was like, I mean, if you want to hold something and you can move it without walking, but...
Yeah, that's kind of a dolly.
Sure, yeah.
Technology's incredible.
Yours makes more sense now.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you could dolly in and out with the camera.
You would use that as the excuse to buy it. Or I could
turn it sideways and get a smooth ass like dolly from side to side, which would be nice.
And you could.
Yeah, like I just hold it to my side and then just go forward.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's just a dolly from left to right and it's smooth, it's level.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Like car scenes.
Yeah.
Or something
like
slow
I don't know
car.
If it would keep up with the car scene.
Well, like slow car, like a car pulling up. Or
backing out. Or you can just like
or...
mount it. You can mount like a GoPro.
Yeah.
Depending on how you want to do it. But yeah.
You could do that too. I need to find my GoPro. I've got one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
We could have fun with the GoPro. We could do some GoPro stuff.
We sure could. I was trying to make the GoPro my webcam at one point, and it is so convoluted.
Really?
To make a GoPro a webcam.
Probably about as convoluted as my Nikon.
Probably. But oh my gosh, it was like I don't even know.
Yeah.
It was like 25 steps to doing it. Not literally, but
yeah,
it was so complicated.
I didn't actually. That makes sense. You could use a GoPro as a webcam. That's kind of cool.
I would think that would make you look a lot different than the others.
Yeah.
It's like
better than
yeah. I really want to get another camera.
Yeah.
Hooked up so we can have a different camera angle just from time to time.
Yeah. And a little bit longer cord because this one It's right against my back for this. You can't see it, but it's pretty much right up here against me.
It always gives me a little anxiety whenever we film or record.
Why?
To just the cord.
Oh,
because it's stretched across your back.
Yeah.
Because when I started streaming, I was in little weird situations like that sometimes because I had such limited equipment and space and all that, and sometimes I had things like I couldn't like flare my elbows out or anything because I was in a closet at one point.
Yeah.
And you were in the closet with me.
I remember that. It was good times. I played Mario. That was my first Mario party.
It's my choice of words there.
My first Mario party in the closet.
We were in the closet together.
Yeah.
It just hit me how I said it.
I won.
Well, yeah, you came out first.
Yep. Dominated.
Yeah, you beat me. Sure enough. Ooh, this is well of a time. No, that was fun. I thought about that the other day. How the first time you and I ever did anything together when it comes to creating
was in the closet.
Was in. I didn't think about it like that, but you're right. We were literally in a closet. Oh man, playing Mario Party, and you were wearing a wolf hat.
A Wolfanoot hat.
A Wolfanoot hat.
Wolfanoot.
And that's why I bought it. Yeah. I gave you a Wolfanoot gift. Or that was it, right?
Yeah, it's my birthday and Wolfanoot.
That's right.
It just happens to fall on the same day.
I was going to say it was your birthday, or was it Wolfanoot? And
both.
Yes.
Answer is yes.
Answer is yes. Man, so what have I was going to say? So what have you been up to? But what have we been up to?
What have we been up to? I mean, I've been creating. I've been doing stuff with old Bobbert.
Yeah, you have.
I'm creating a nice bowling game. Working on my bowl game.
Oh yeah.
Throwing my bowling ball.
Yeah.
Got a new bowling ball.
You have been improving and leveling up in your bowling game.
Yeah. Been going with my dad.
With your dad.
With my dad. Old daddy.
Bobby, if you weren't my son, I'd hug you.
No, doing that. Filming houses.
Yeah.
A house. I've only really done one, but still a good house. It was like 40 acres, so that's fun. That's pretty neat. It was pretty neat.
It was pretty neat.
Shoot.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat.
That was so funny.
It was pretty neat.
It was pretty neat. Is this Brick?
You can tell it's Brick because, this is the way it is.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's really all I've got. Got another podcast project in the works. So been working on the details with that. Just
which one?
Just dodging phone calls left and right.
Oh, that one. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah.
That guy. Every time I hear his voice come over your speakerphone, I'm like,
You too.
like Trey hates that guy.
Yeah. He's really nice. It's just annoying, dealing with it.
He takes it pretty serious. Like,
yeah.
Now there's being passionate about something.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
But then there's this.
Yeah.
And it's like, put your guns in your holster there, Chief. and it's not like it's his work ethic or anything like that. I would never knock somebody's passion or their work ethic. It's, I don't know, takes himself too seriously.
Yeah, I've got a voice message for you to listen to after this. Just to listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I have... I told you Ryan leaves epic voicemails. Yes. And the one time he called me on the podcast and left a message, it was just, hey man, just leaving you a quick message. Call me back when you can. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Come on, Ryan.
But he left me one recently, and it was really short, and I want to say it was funny. Let me jog my memory before I put it up to the mic.
I don't even know what was said, but I just heard the tone and the cadence.
Yeah.
And I already like it.
So I feel like I want to start sharing his voicemails with...
We could have a Ryan voicemail segment.
Ryan voicemail segment.
Yeah.
It's going to be the most ignorant... But this one's really short.
So, how short is that?
Like 4 seconds.
So I would love to have, I could see it, you would just hear... And then this.
Perfect. Hi, you've reached. You could play my voice message.
Yeah, and then it would just be his face with that sound.
Yeah, I like it.
I could see it.
I like it.
Maybe we start off with the phone, and then it traces like a little like the phone line. It's just like a little ball that goes through the phone line, like it's feeding information. Yeah, and it just runs over to like his face.
That would be great.
Yeah,
because he has a comedic genius to offer the show. Yeah, and I feel like that. I mean, because it has been an ongoing thing with him and I for years.
Yeah,
that we don't know what we're going to say, but as soon as we hear the beep, we just start rattling.
Yeah,
ignorance. And he'll text me. Sometimes he'll call me right back and go, or text me and go, "Hey man, you don't have to call me back. Just go listen to my voicemail." I feel like it was a good one.
I'd also like really quick before we get to that, I'd like to shout out Ryan and Emily and my wife for checking in on us and like, hey, hadn't seen the podcast in a while. Like
that's right.
It's really nice of them. So thank you, Ryan, thank you, Emily.
Yes,
and thank you, wife.
Thanks, Morgan. I guess.
Yeah.
No, he was like, "Yeah, I think y'all got a good thing."
He probably ran out of batteries.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just wasn't in the mood.
Oh, he's dead. Rip.
Well, that was short-lived.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, he said, "I think y'all got a good thing going." Yada yada. So,
yeah. So thank you.
Appreciate the kind words, Mr. Holcomb. And I thought you were going to say something else when you said...
Are you talking about Gary Bankston, my nice ass?
Well, first I thought you were going to say that. And then I thought you were going to say special shout out to Ryan and Emily because yesterday was their 1-year anniversary of being married.
Well, how would I know that?
I don't know. That's why I was confused. I was like... Because I know it, and I'm like... Why else would you say shout out to Ryan and Emily?
Well, shout out to Ryan and Emily on your first anniversary.
The birthday of your
wedding and your love.
Yes.
Yes.
Which would not be possible if it had
without one kick-ass minister.
Yeah.
There to ordain them.
I ordained the crap I married the crap out of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's not going to get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
If you do I'm not even going to use that. I'm not even going to put that out there.
Don't sully that.
No.
But if ever you decide to renew your vows.
Yeah.
Or if you want a second wedding.
If you want
people do second weddings.
Second wedding. Or if you what I was going to say, I don't like to use that word, but if you're going to have a second wedding with other people, sorry, it's not going to get better.
Yeah.
No, I ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
One and done, I always say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many years have you been married?
7. I had to think about it because she threw me off Saturday talking about that. Were you in there for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's like, we've been married for 6 years. And I was like, 6 years? She's like, yeah. I was like, when did we get married? What year did we get married? She's like, 2014. I was like, really? She goes, yeah. I was like, what's 14 to 21? She was like, 7.
How many years have we been married?
Yeah.
That was your follow-up question. How many years have you been married?
So anyways, we can get into this voicemail. Sorry to get off on that weird tangent. We can stroke Gary Bankston after this voicemail.
I have a funny story for you.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's really not. It's a very short, something that happened. So.
Oh, my God. It sounded like an angry bear. Like you woke him up. That's like, you ever heard Jet get real mad when you move him off the couch? He's like, nah.
So, Jet did something.
Jet's my blind dog, by the way.
He's super blind. He did something the other night when Morgan was working.
Yeah.
Oh God. It's putrid. So
I use my coctopus to fan it over that way.
You're just creating a tornado.
Well, it's torn over there and it's nice and sunny over here, so you just bask in that. You just stew in what you've done.
She almost called me you're about to call me a bastard.
No.
quite pleasant now. It's
Oh yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
The fanning.
Oh yeah. I cooled it off. There's nothing worse than hot fart. Give me a nice iced fart any day over a hot fart.
Oh God!
I'm sorry. You want it cold brewed?
That's what I was about. I was thinking of a joke with cold brew or something. Oh, nitro cold brew. Oh.
I don't remember where we were at. Your fart derailed everything. Oh my God.
I was gonna play the voicemail.
It's Fart 2 Electric Boogaloo. What is this? You have to go take another shower. I have to take the chairs back to Gary and have his wife sew them. You crying?
I'm on an extremely
Welcome back, folks.
I'm on an extremely high protein diet right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna segue right into Ryan's voicemail. Here it is in 3, 2. Well, that was supposed to be speaker.
I was like, that was a quiet speaker.
It's.
I think they picked your fart up better than that.
It's literally. I just keep.
I don't even know what it's saying. It's just, and it's so funny.
Why is it not? I mean, okay, look.
Yeah, that's
it.
Oh, you had it off.
No,
I don't know what to tell you.
I did it 2 times each with both settings. Okay. Anyways. I don't know what that's.
I think he's saying it's Billy.
He's saying Billy.
Yeah, it sounds like he's saying it's Billy.
Oh.
Oh no, I think that's Emily saying something. That's
Emily
talking and he's just going, Billy!
So I don't know what that's supposed to be.
It's Billy. Yeah.
Billy.
So yeah, it's just the phone like a picture of a phone with like your face. And then like the little, like, you know how when you trade in Pokemon?
Yeah.
It has the little cable and the little Pokeball goes through it?
Yeah.
So, it's just like information feeding to your phone through a little cable, just like little white bubbles going bloop, bloop, bloop.
I like
bloop.
that.
And then just the camera kind of follows it down, goes over it, and there's another phone with Ryan going, and then it just goes, Billy!
Well, 1 week it could be 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Another week it could be Billy. So here's one. Okay, so this is when I went up to stay with him and Emily so that I could finish painting.
Yeah.
That's
house.
something
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
That's something I
you
created.
painted.
And I always take before pictures, never take the afters.
Yeah.
So I've got the before pictures.
Okay.
I did their whole entire living room, their kitchen, and their hallway in 2 days, which I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that. However, on the second day, I knew I was going to be finishing up.
Yeah.
And Gary was coming to pick us up to take us. Gary and Aaron were coming to pick Ryan and I and Emily up to go see their new the plot of land that will be their new house, and then he was going to take us out to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, it's going to be like 6, 7, dinner time, whatever. And I'm trying to finish up by like 5, and Ryan texts me and goes, hey, be done by 4:45, or be here at 4:45, because that's when Gary's getting here.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make the man that's paying for my dinner.
You don't make the Bankstons wait.
You don't.
I don't know him, but I just feel like you don't make him wait.
Right. Well, I mean, he was picking me up in his new truck that they only make, I think it's like 720 of them. So
you definitely don't make him wait in the new truck.
No. So I was really trying to hurry up and finish, which I was able to finish up in plenty of time.
Yeah.
I didn't rush, whatever. So it was 1:47 when he left this, and he tried calling me, and my phone was in my pocket. I had a paintbrush in my hand. You can't just drop that and then get the phone out of your pocket quickly.
Yeah, obviously.
So this is Ryan, not long after lunch, calling me, knowing we have dinner plans in a little bit, or a little later.
Hey, motherfucker. When you're in Mooresville, you answer my fucking call. Piece of shit. Taking your dumb ass to dinner at 4:45, so be here by then. Fucking cunt.
Was that it?
That's it. That is Ryan's voicemails.
Hey, motherfucker. Yeah. That's it. That's what we... No, not Billy. It is... Hey, motherfucker. And that's it.
That's what you meant by Ryan's face. I thought you were like giving me an example of what the segment like of the like an example of what the segment would sound like.
Oh,
and just Billy.
That's the intro.
You meant the intro.
Yeah,
for
the segue intro, like Emily segment. That's the Ryan segment. It's just hey, motherfucker.
That's so good.
Hey, motherfucker.
Ryan's voicemail segment.
And we would hit that every time you're like, hey, I got a new voicemail from Ryan. And I'm like, what?
Maybe it's like,
hey, motherfucker.
It's the sound of like a somebody dialing like. Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, and you see the little information being the little bubbles going to your phone,
and then Ryan's face pops up, and it's
hey, motherfucker.
And that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Because it gets the point across that this is a segment of somebody leaving a voicemail.
Yes.
And Ryan, we're gonna have fun, but you're gonna have fun with that.
I just need a picture of Ryan's face and your face, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. We could even go with the M segment thing, and I could use your snap emojis.
There you go.
Yeah.
And both of our snap emojis are pretty close to what we look like.
Yeah.
Especially Ryan's.
Yeah.
So I don't. Just in case we are at a lack of material, I don't want to like all of my voicemails. Like none of them get deleted.
Oh, okay.
And I have a lot of them from Ryan. And this one, I don't. It's 10 seconds, but it says unable to transcribe this message. So I have no idea what this is going to be. I might should pre-screen it, but I'm just nah.
Oh, fuck, let tear, rip my fucking asshole, yeah.
I'm so glad it was unable to transcribe that. It's just fucking Siri was just like, nah. It heard it was like pass.
As soon as he started, I remembered it because it's from like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, see, the beauty of it too is Ryan's gonna see this episode. He's gonna be like, "Oh fuck yeah, they're doing the podcast again," and they're gonna watch it. He's gonna go, "You did a whole segment on my voicemails, and you're gonna get better voicemails. You're gonna get more."
Yeah. Oh man.
But that just means that we're only gonna screen and air the best ones. So
that's right.
Like you could leave 10, but we're only gonna pick the top 2.
That's right.
Yeah. So
I don't
step up your game, right?
And I don't think even if he knows, I don't think he's gonna change a thing.
Yeah.
Because he already performs like.
Oh yeah.
He's
great.
He's a
great performer.
It's just him calling me on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Just be like, I can text him and go, "Hey man, what's up?" Nothing, just calling. And I get that.
That's funny.
So
well, I don't think I have anything. Like mine is like, this message is for, and I'm like, okay, well that's spam. Like, yeah, it's like my voicemails suck. Where's my voicemail? Oh, visual voicemail.
I just want to see how many I have from him. That one was that.
Yeah, it's like debt collectors.
Message is intended for
Brian O'Cape.
Brian a gate.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not Brian. Or like my mom.
Hey, I just want to see how Nora was.
That's it.
Hey, just want to see how Nora was.
That's what I get. That's what I... Oh, well. Yeah, this one's 2 seconds. What is this? Yeah, see? Mine aren't as exciting as... Brian used to leave me some great voicemails, and I don't know what happened to him. He would, like, start talking about UFOs and stuff. It's pretty great. But he hadn't called me in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him to start calling you.
Should.
Well, won't
I'm
matter
not gonna
now.
answer, but...
We've already got a... I'm not going to answer Brian.
It could be a battle of the voicemails.
Right. This one, it was 50... I'm not going to play it, but it was 55 seconds, and I can already tell by the transcription...
Yeah.
From the first line, "Good morning, young man. I just wanted to call you." Just by him saying "Good morning, young man," I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's an impression of Nikita, and it there are different levels of Nikita. There is just Nikita upbeat. Joshua.
Yeah.
What up, my friend? Like that's how it started. I think if he's not 60 yet, he's almost 60.
Wow.
So
yeah.
Phenomenal shape to be like not even.
I've never met the man, but he sounds like he's in phenomenal shape.
Yeah, he's had some kidney issues, so he's lost muscle.
Yeah,
like a decent amount of muscle.
You can build muscle on your kidney.
Yeah. Good God. Oh man. So when you look at him, you're like, oh man, he's in great shape. And it's like, yeah, he's down a good bit of weight.
Yeah.
It's like, he is? It's like, yeah, it was all muscle too that he lost. Like, what? Because he still looks great to be his age. Like, you would never know. But there's excited Nikita, Joshua, what's up? And there's sleepy Nikita.
Yeah.
If he calls you in the morning, it's Joshua. Or... Yeah. So I can't tell you the number of times I've had a voicemail or a call that's Joshua. How are you, my friend? Or good morning, young man. And it's very soothing. Yeah. Like he's been told like you should record some kind of like
ASMR,
meditative,
whatever.
Yeah, like some kind of narration to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Just like talk me to sleep.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was congratulating me on passing my pre-license exam.
Oh yeah.
And he was doing it in Nikita's voice because it was, if we ever did anything great in VEMA, you'd get a congratulatory call from Nikita. It's congratulations on hitting silver. It's quite the accomplishment. Just getting started. Like, that was not a very good impression. But anyways, I see that I've got plenty of material for the upcoming weeks.
Some more stewing in there. I was thinking like, so what if like this would be down the line? We've got people watching and listening. Like we set up. What if we set up like a Google number?
Okay.
Like that they could call. We could have battle of the voicemails.
Okay.
People could call this number and leave us a voicemail on this Google, like a Google
we would
number.
Pick one.
Yeah, we could have people vote.
Put it up against Ryan.
Yeah.
Have like, all right, this is Ryan, and every week Ryan would have to call me.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you just gotta call me, leave a voicemail.
Yeah.
And we would have Ryan versus
whoever
we thought,
whatever they
was
wanted
the
to say their
best.
name was. Like they could, this is blah 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 for Battle of the Voicemails, and then they go into it or something. I don't know. It's a cool thought. Like
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Fan interaction. I'm all for that.
Like, I would be kind of neat. We wouldn't have to give out a personal number or anything. They could call us directly on that and interact. We'd never have to answer it because it's all voicemail. Like, the whole point is a voicemail. So, and get as creative as you like.
We'd probably get a lot of, like, once we have a following, probably a lot of, just...
Fuck me, Josh!
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, we would probably get a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because who, wouldn't want me to do that?
Yeah, those things to them.
Yeah.
For voicemail.
Over voicemail.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan, clearly.
Well.
He made it abundantly clear. He's open for anything.
Anyways, talking about Gary Bankston and these nice
Aaron
chairs.
Bankston.
Yes. thank you. Shit out to y'all for just providing us comfort in these lonely times.
And I want to say massive shout out to them because I just saw them. They took me out to eat. The next night they took me out on their boat, told me around Lake Norman.
And I'm giving shit outs for free.
You are. You're just a whore for them. You're just a whore for that crap.
I'm just trying to get up and see the Bankston Manor. That's it.
I'm sure they'd have you.
That's it.
Just to hop in the car with me one, I don't know, day where Morgan's not going to work and let's go up and film something.
Just go up and shoot something at the Casa de Bankston.
Casa de Bankston. Or before we got started, I don't know why I've been switching things around, and I'm like, instead of Gary Banks, I was like, Barry Gangster.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I like that name.
Well, because what was it, the Banksterberry or whatever? Yeah.
Gary,
that's what I thought you were making a reference to that.
Oh no.
Yeah, but Barry Gangster, I like that.
Gary Bankston. It'd be like Barry Gangston, but how can you can't say
no?
Gangston.
That's his alias.
You got to say Gangster.
Yeah, Barry Gangster.
Barry Gangster. I love it. I got to pitch that to him. Oh no! And you said before we stroked Gary off. So after we got back from dinner, they were dropping us off, and I was sitting right behind Gary, and he's like, "All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow," and whatever, saying our goodbyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right," and then I grabbed the back of his seat and pulled myself up, and said, "Love you," and I kissed him on the cheek. Just to see what he would do, because he's a pretty, like, when he sees you, he'll hug you, grab you on the butt, whatever, like that kind of, he bros around. It's awesome.
If I don't get that my first day meeting him, I'm gonna be sorely disappointed.
Okay.
He doesn't grab my ass or anything upon first meet.
Okay.
First contact.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Off the show.
So tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him to.
No more sponsorships.
Nope. They're done.
That's the hill I die on.
We'll find somebody else to give us chairs.
Yeah. I'll sit on the fucking floor.
Yeah. You protest Gary Bankston and Aaron Bankston's chairs by sitting in the floor.
The camera angle stays the same. It's just the mic is just pointed, angled down.
It's just me kind of doing like this. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh.
For those of you listening and not watching, I was pointing at the floor as if Trey was sitting on the floor.
He was pointing at Curtis's feet.
Yeah.
All four of them.
All four of them.
We need Mr. Bankston on the show though. We can zoom him in. I could figure it out.
That would be fun.
A Zoom call.
That would be fun. I feel like it could be pretty nonsensical.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But if once we started asking questions, it would be a lot of just good, solid entrepreneurial.
Gary, how does it feel to be Batman?
That would be the first question.
Yeah.
No, that's funny, but yeah, had a good time with the Bankstons.
Well, that's good, man. I'm glad.
Lovely.
I'm proud. Good for you. That's great.
You almost said proud, and you're like, no.
No, I'm not really proud. Just that's
quite
good
that.
for you.
Yeah.
Not quite there yet. Well, that was a good talk with the Bankstons and Ryan and new segments. And what else could we talk about creating stuff since it's the Create Shit podcast?
I want to talk about a TikTok channel.
Profile? Content creator?
TikToker.
TikToky.
And he's on Twitch. He's
Twitcher.
garnered quite the following since I've started watching him on TikTok. And I told you I wanted to talk about him one day, and we didn't have anything beforehand. We just said, let's fire it up. I'm leaving tomorrow morning for Charleston, meeting up with a friend, hang out for a couple days, and be back in 2 days from now.
On the road again.
Yeah, it's like I can't go 3 weeks without going somewhere. And it's not like I ask for it or really seek it out. It just happens.
Yeah.
And ain't no chains on me, so let's free as a bird. So I'm going to take off. Anyways, yeah, so I told you, I was like, maybe we can do it tomorrow morning, like kind of early.
Yeah.
And I wasn't excited about the idea of getting up that early to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Like right before I had to leave. So you were like, let's do it tonight. I'm like, yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm already raring to go tonight. Like tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up and I'm like, no!
That's pretty much us in the morning when we pass each other. We don't.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see you and I'm just drooling. That hair.
Whoa. Thank you, Josh. That ass is bussing.
Did you say, are you naked, Josh? Is that what you
No,
said?
I said, dang it, Josh.
Oh, I said, you naked, Josh?
You naked, Josh? That ass is buzzing.
Yeah, so we're doing it tonight.
Yeah, we are doing it tonight. We're here, live, in color.
Live and in color right now, but
Right
it
now.
won't be when you guys watch
it
us.
won't be live when you're watching us.
Right.
But it was live in the past.
Yeah. It was live at some
That's how
point.
stuff works.
Hey, we're live. We
We're
were
live,
at some
pal.
point. We're live, pal. That was the
I think
best.
I need to sneak that into the intro at some point. We're live, pal. It just, I don't know why. Like, I hear, like, at some point there should just be a medley of shit. Like, in the intro.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever finished my thought that one day. We're going to get to the content creator in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get there.
There was one day I was like, you need to listen to the... No, I did let you listen to it.
I heard it.
The Bruce Pritchard show.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
And then I talked about the Bad Christian podcast.
That's right. So that
They
did
do
happen.
something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we ever have that medley...
And it would be really cool, like little clips of us, blah, 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 clips for us. Hey, blah, blah, blah. We're live, pal. And then it hits the music, and then we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
I need to show you the... So do you know where that originated from, or do you remember it all?
We're live, pal? I think you told me this story, but it's been a while.
So it's an old wrestling promo.
Yeah.
I forgot if it was Gene Okerlund, Jim Ross, or somebody completely different.
Yeah.
They were interviewing, I think it was Sid Justice.
Mm-hmm.
And or Psycho Sid for the, I was going to say younger fans, but
Yeah.
I think the last time he was called Psycho Sid was 97. So he was interviewing him, and they were live.
Yeah.
It was a live show, and he just assumed that it was that they were just taping for the aired shows. Yeah, I guess they had a live, and then they were some were taped.
Yeah.
And he starts to talk, and he stopped, and he said, "Nah, let's start over. I effed that up, or whatever." And he goes, "No, can't do that. We're live, pal." Or, "Nope, we're live, pal."
Yeah.
And he walks back up and starts talking like, "Well, it's rehearsed."
Yeah.
So that's where that came from.
Okay. Well, we're gonna steal it, or we could
Yeah.
we could reserve that for our live show intros.
Ah,
That'd be kind of neat. We don't do a lot of those, but we could do it for any.
yeah, we've
kind of
literally
live
done
stream.
one.
Well, we did the like. I consider Cuphead like a.
Oh, well,
I
yeah.
I lump that in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, those are live streams.
Yeah. Every Sunday that goes by, I feel almost equally as guilty
Yeah.
for not playing a game, almost as guilty as I do for the past Tuesdays that we've not recorded. It's conscious. It's in my head. I'm like, it just feels so daunting for some reason. I mean, it's not... That's my gimmick. Oh, God. We've started a thing. Oh, let's not
We've been
let
farting since the beginning. What do you mean we started a thing?
We've started flatulence on the show. Let's not make that a thing.
Yeah, no. It's just...
Because I almost died over here.
Yeah. Well, no, I had the chicken and everything, and it hasn't agreed with me since I got home, so...
I gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I was in there dying, hiccuping, so...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh. So, you've seen my calories
Yeah.
on the board.
Like 2650.
And I wasn't done.
Yeah, I figured.
Like, that was...
I figured the last, 900 calories or so probably didn't get put up there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you probably didn't go back in the kitchen and write that down.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Because I knew. But no, I made it over... I was like 31, 32.
Sort of, yeah.
Which puts me in a surplus. So, and that is why I keep calorie count.
Yeah.
Is because I know for the day, if I know where I'm at and I know what I'm surplusing...
Yeah.
I know I've gained weight for the day. Like...
It's fair.
there's no guessing. So when people are like, I don't want to count calories. I want to lose weight though. I'm tired of being unhappy and unhealthy, but I don't want to count calories. Well, I guess get a little unhappier and a little unhealthier.
Yeah.
And then
die. I thought that's where you
be motivated enough to start counting calories. That's what I was getting at.
Oh.
But yeah, folks, counting calories works.
Yeah.
It's tried, tested, and true.
So count those little fuckers.
Count them. Count your cows. Count your kilo cows. Don't count your kilocalories. That'd be pointless.
Yeah.
You just
basically, you could just count your calories and do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, the creator.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about them.
Yeah, so I've just enjoyed. It's just been pleasant to watch every time he pops up to take a trip into Quincy's Tavern.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, it is magical. It is mythical.
Yep.
And I am all about it, and I'm here for it.
And it's oddly like soothing. If that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
I wouldn't even say oddly. It's just soothing.
Yeah.
He creates he'll like mix worlds. He'll like create crossovers. He'll have. So it's him at like in his like leather smock as a bartender.
Yeah.
And host, I guess. I guess.
You guessed.
Of
you are a guest.
Well, I said host, and then, but he'll create crossovers. He'll create different stories. Like it could be a mix of Skyrim and Lord of the Rings, which is a very generic thing I just said. But he gets really creative with it. And it's him talking to you. You're the guest, and he assigns you a title or a character or whatever, or he just calls you traveler if he is going to prepare a dish. He's quite the cook, so that's another thing he does. Like you're either getting a TikTok where he creates a dish or where he creates a scenario or a story, and then he just hands you like a drink or something with the story. But desserts like hearty. I've seen him make a hearty breakfast or two. Yeah. And it's all just, none of it's just plain. It's not normal. It's all very, like, I don't know, just a lot goes into what he does. Like, you can tell that is one of his crafts.
Yeah.
And he's also on Twitch, so I don't know if it's Quincy's Tavern on Twitch or what. I should have probably looked that up. I'll probably look it up right now while we're talking. But it's quite the experience. Just to be, if you're on TikTok and like just the music, everything, you feel like you have walked into his tavern. Exactly. And everybody in the comments, you can't scroll probably 10 comments without seeing somebody saying, I desperately want this to exist.
Yeah.
And he is working on it.
Oh, that's cool.
He said it is the dream, it is the goal, and he said one day, like I'm working on that.
That's cool.
And that would be amazing.
Do a live broadcast from Quincy's Tavern.
Oh, that's the now that's the dream right there. Yes.
Just everybody mingling in the background. Don't let them change a thing. Just let us go in there and just exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we could get him for an interview, life goals right there. And he's such a cool guy, just down to earth. In the comments, you can just tell he's a good dude.
Yeah. That's what you like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody interactive and just, you could tell they're good people. Like, you know.
Yeah, he's very humble.
Humble, yeah.
I would say he's extremely humble. And he doesn't need us to shout him out. He's got currently, my goodness, he grown 3.4 million followers on TikTok. He is a Twitch partner. Let's see. Oh, he's got a little about me video 4 videos ago. So I'm probably not going to play his TikTok on the thing, but there was some big build up. Let's find his Twitch. You can find him on TikTok, Quincy's Tavern, or at Quincy QUINCYLK. Perhaps he's on Twitch as that, but I'm going to find that out for you because he does a lot of stuff on Twitch. He reads stories on Twitch.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, every night he'll read, like, I think one night I saw him reading a chapter of Lord of the Rings or something. But
nice.
Yeah, gaming, chatting, and chilling Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Goodness. Okay, so the Twitch channel it's Quincy's Tavern.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Yeah, just the detail. Like, watch one of his TikToks and see the tavern in the background. Just the backdrop is so hyper detailed. Mm-hmm. It really makes you feel like you are immersed into that world. And I mean,
it's relaxing. It's just nice. It's a nice little escape.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. If I don't know, if I've been stressed or something, like, I typically turn to TikTok to escape because there's so much other stuff to consume. Yeah. There's 1,000,001 videos to take me out of whatever it is I'm in and what I'm going through. That's why I like TikTok, and my For You page knows me. So, and then coming across his, it's just like, like you don't have to be stressed, or you're not going to be stressed out whatsoever.
At
Quite the opposite at Quincy's Tavern. So you immediately just kind of shed off a little bit of stress. So shout out to you. I guess you go by Quincy.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, thank you for your content, sir. It's awesome. Yeah. So goals one day.
Yeah.
How
live broadcast from Quincy's Tavern?
Yeah.
We're at 56 minutes.
Oh
yeah,
man, it feels like a lot longer than that.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Time slows. I don't know.
Time flies when you're having fun, but if you're having a lot of fun,
then
it slows down.
Yeah, it inches like a little inchworm.
Yeah, just right here. Okay. I dropped Andocon on the floor.
Actually, I think I did that when I picked up the Coctopus.
That's true.
Or when I put it back. Something like that.
Yeah, you did. We'll blame it on you. So we've got the Coctopus right here, and then we've got the Mario frog suit wristband. Yep. I feel like that goes together.
Yeah.
That wasn't on purpose, but. And we've got a pen.
Your little eyeballs.
My tanning bed goggles.
Like
and
$1.50 and change.
And some $1.50 and change.
$1.85.
$1.85. 2 used weight scale batteries.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, I thought it was a quarter.
No, those are,
no, okay. You got 3 quarters. No, excuse me, $1.78.
78, yep. 2 used batteries, piece of plastic, a pack of
Hellions
cards
by Daniel Madison.
Yep. A weekend pass to
Bernie's. Big fandom Greenville.
That's pretty good. That's funny. Man,
we're growing quite the collection here. Our little podcast setup.
We are, and depending on the day, will depend on what guests we have. Like,
Curtis. We always have Curtis.
Always have Curtis. Mr. Timmons.
Mr. Timmons.
Mr. Timmons is taking a break.
William.
William is
potentially your father. Mr. Bankston. We'll have him. We're talking about guests. They're guests.
Well, I meant like props. Like,
we could still use your father. We just have a picture of him. What if we just framed a picture of your father right here?
That'd be great.
And just a quote. I don't know, son. It's just a saying.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
I don't know, son.
So we should go in with your father on. Like, I could take a picture of the ocean, and it's just, see all that water? Like,
it's a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot, isn't it? That's just the top of it. Like, across, like, the inspirational.
Yeah.
And we just use your dad's sayings, just that stuff.
And get, like, canvas pictures of it.
Yes.
Like that, like, so there's a picture of a.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that looks like it should be hung up in a Myrtle Beach hotel somewhere.
Yeah.
Or any condo in South Carolina. And it's an ocean. It's quite a colorful picture.
Yeah, it's got like a seagull, and there's like
pinkish hues in the sky, and the pinkish hues are bouncing off the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, it's extremely colorful. And it could just, that quote right there, see all that water? A lot, isn't it? That's just the top of it.
Yeah.
It just on that picture.
And we could sell it.
We could. Like, everybody's got like, you even have the above the dungeon.
Above the sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Morgan put that there. Not the sex dungeon, the painting.
The picture painting thing.
Yeah. Sex dungeon came with the house.
Right. So you could just have those and sell those, but with those quotes. Sell that water? A lot, isn't it? That's just the top.
Yeah.
And people would walk into your house and go, "Oh, an inspirational quote. What does this say?"
And then laugh.
And then they'd go, I wasn't expecting that to be the punchline. See all that water? A lot, isn't it? You know, our hopes and our dreams couldn't be encapsulated inside of that ocean. There, you could have so many of them. Dream big.
That's a mouthful for an inspirational post. Good God.
I was just
You'd need
spitball.
3 of them. You'd need 3 canvases side by side with the whole fucking quote. You'd have the picture, and then the other 2 canvases would just be paragraphs.
I was just spitballing for what it could be. Chew up the meat, spit out the bones, take out the fluff, and then narrow it down.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to literally have it say all that. Or you could have
I was
it.
like, damn. God, Peyton's like, she's a fucking mouthful.
What else do you want?
Yeah. Breaking out another canvas today. And you, oh, really? And just the one canvas has just one word, and he's like, turns it sideways, today. Period.
Is that it? Ooh, I've got more. But no, we could have, I don't know, what would you call them? It's like not an inspirational quote painting. It would be called
What's your dad's name?
Stan.
Stanisms.
Stanisms. Stanspirational. Stanspirational. I don't know. I tried.
Stan. Just Stan. Gotta buy me one of them stands.
Did you see the latest stand?
Yeah, you just market it real well. We could do it.
Yeah. I need me a stand hung up in my house.
Yeah.
Like,
get me one of them there stands.
y'all got any stands? The stand.
You got that water stand?
Oh man. What was that?
It's so funny. Like, that's my evil conniving laugh. Like that would sell so well.
Yeah.
I'd buy it. Morgan'd get mad at me, but I'd buy it.
Well, Morgan likes my dad. She's never met him.
She'd still be pissed if I bought a canvas with his words on it. Like,
Yeah.
You paid $25 for this and $12.99 shipping?
Aren't you business partners?
It's Stan.
It's a Stan
original.
It's a Stan original. It's a one of a kind Stan original.
Yeah, there's only 200 of these made.
Yeah, I'm gonna have one of them.
I got a deal. This will be worth something in 12 years.
You should be so lucky to have a Stan in your house.
Yeah, but that's the goal. It's something that like a husband would buy, and then the spouse would be pissed that it was like, why did you spend money on that? That's the goal. To get the person to go, I bought this. This is funny. I liked it. The other one would go, why?
Why?
Yeah. Why
it's
would you?
just the top of it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's not going over the fireplace. As he's standing there like pulling it down. Yeah. Real sad.
Yeah. Oh man. He's got a lot of them. He's got some the other day that, like one that I hadn't thought of in years.
Yeah.
Has got to be 10 years that I hadn't said it. Morgan was talking about her day trading.
Yeah.
And she waited too long. She didn't sell when she felt like she needed to.
Oh, yeah, that one.
The stock went down, and she sold to pretty much break even.
Yeah.
I think she made like 16 cents.
Yeah.
But which she didn't lose anything, so that's good too. But then it went right back up, and she was really mad. And she said, if only I had sold sooner. And one of my dad's quotes just came to me in that moment. out of the...
You're just possessed by the spirit. The Holy Spirit of Stan
Right.
took over your body.
And gave me this message.
And doth quote,
if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. So, there was that.
and that would be, I could see that, like, that'd be like a painting of a fire. Like a fireplace.
With stockings.
The stockings, like the tinsel, and like there's a Christmas tree there, and it's real twinkly, like real nice and magical.
Yeah.
If ifs and swirly font, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have and then like Merry Christmas.
Yep. Holiday Stan.
Yeah, Holiday Stan.
That's so great because not a ton of people are named Stan.
Yeah.
Like presently.
My old manager at Best Buy was Stan, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to school with so get this. This is weird. So my dad is Stan, and his twin brother, there's another one
Scott.
of him, Steve. He has a brother named Steve.
Yeah.
I mean Scott.
Oh, that's okay.
And then another brother named Sydney.
There's all them S's.
Stan, Steve, Scott, and Sydney. And then they have an adopted brother.
Percival.
Jody.
That's right.
Stan, Steve, Scott, Sydney, and Jody. Yeah. Which, by the way, I was thinking earlier today, I was thinking about your friend Jody.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about all your other friends.
Uh-huh.
You could use the same thing with this. Mannion, clerical.
Clerical dude. No, yeah, clerical.
I was like, wait,
Clerical? What's he, a secretary? Secretary Clerical, if you could get to your clerical duties now, thank you.
Clerical.
Yeah.
Mannion, Clerical,
Uh-huh.
Goose,
Yeah.
Ajax, Mannion, and Jody.
You said... yeah, you said Mannion twice.
Oh.
You could throw Goose... Or no, you could throw Woody in there.
Woody. Yeah. Quaid.
Bob.
Quaid.
Yeah, Quaid.
I forgot about that.
How did you forget Quaid? He's going to stop watching now because of you.
Oh, sorry, man. Please don't stop. We want you.
Yeah.
And by that,
yeah,
we mean an off-camera
timekeeper.
Timekeeper. An interjector of
thoughts and depravities.
Wow, what a word.
Yeah. Buzzword of the day.
All right.
Yep.
Depravities.
Fuck away.
We both. William spoke. The coctopus. Mario.
Oh,
my eye. Coctopus shot me right in my eye. If I had a dime.
I don't see any over there, so you're good.
Yeah. Mario's swimming in it. It's Mario in a frog suit swimming, for those of you listening and watching. You can't see it.
Why are those levels music? They're always so stressful.
Oh gosh. Yeah. It's
Sonic
supposed
was
to be
the worst.
calming.
Yeah.
But it was not calming.
Oh no, Sonic's was like, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna fucking die, swim, run faster, don't let the water drown you, you're gonna fucking die.
Man.
You know what I'm talking about? It's awful.
I played water levels. Like,
Yeah.
the last water level I think I ever played was Donkey Kong. If you played Donkey Kong, they're
Yeah.
in the swordfish.
Mhm.
Him and Diddy, I guess.
Yeah.
And the little swordfish going through that level. That's the last water level I played, and it was just creepy.
Yeah.
And then there was like this weird spinning octopus thing, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Oh goodness.
Oh God. Oh.
You octopus. I forget you don't like octopi. Octopuses.
Yeah. It ate me. Oh. So that's a whole...
Gary Bankston!
Gary
Save me!
Bankston! Save me!
He shows up in his fucking golden submarine.
Thank goodness you're here. So that voice I've heard that voice on numerous cartoons.
Yeah.
Um,
It's the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. I'm fairly certain that's...
Maybe on some interpretation. I don't remember a Mad Hatter that sounded like that.
Is it the Mad Hatter?
There's like a Cartoon Network character.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. From like the old Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have sworn.
So that voice also, Ashton Kutcher was the deer. It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Open Season?
Yes.
The old cartoon?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so it was Open Season 2. There is a cat. I'm so happy I remembered this.
I don't give a shit about Aaron Vogel. Sorry.
So happy I remembered this, because if you've ever seen Open Season 2, you'll know who I'm talking about.
I actually don't know if I saw the first one, to be completely honest with you.
I don't think I did. I just saw Open Season 2.
Yeah.
With Mr. Weenie. he sees the dog treats.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Okay.
The only reason I know that is because I watched Alice in Wonderland, like, I don't know, probably a month or so ago.
Oh,
like,
okay.
with Nora. Like, I just put it on, and I was like, I know that voice.
So it's the old school cartoon. I was thinking, like, there's no, like, current or, like, recent interpretation of him that I can remember that sounded like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who did... Oh, that was, Ed Wynn.
You should look up some of his other work, because I feel like
That's what I'm doing now.
There's something else with that
There's a lot. That was like an iconic, like,
voice.
old cartoon, like... Well, when I think of it, I think like Quick Draw McGraw, like Top Cat, Top Cat. That's what I think of.
So there's a
Mr. Peabody. He was in that. He was only in one episode though.
Peabody. That's
I feel like he doesn't do a whole lot.
There's some staple. I feel like. Well, see, now that was sort of the voice, but there's another one that was more like, ugh.
Yeah. It could be a variation because I mean he was active like, in the 60s. Yeah, like he was active in the 60s. So if you're talking about cartoons that came out in like the 80s and 90s, then they probably were doing like a variation on Ed Wynn.
Yeah.
And I mean
somebody said,
and he died in 66, so it could have been like, kind of carrying that on. I know what you're talking about though, and yeah. So in Open Season 2, there's a cat at the end of it. Yeah. That belongs to another pet owner. That is, they're all a part of like a big RV group. Like they're in this RV club. They talk to each other over the CB radio and everything. And they all like meet up so that their pets can play together, so that they can all hang out, all these people. And this little cat walks out, and I guess his like co-partner or... He knows another cat somehow, and the cat's name is Stanley. And this cat, what was his name? He was just very like wiry, kind of scraggly looking. They always are,
and
with that voice.
Yeah, and he goes, Stanley, it's been ages. So he didn't ride with him.
Now I gotta look this up.
Oh yeah, so look up Stanley. It's been ages, and you'll. Gosh, what was his name? He just says the most random crap. They're talking about something. Would you find his picture?
Stanley is the fat one because this other one looks like a crackhead.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. He looks like a crackhead.
Now I need Roger. Roger is the name of the cat.
Roger.
So now we need to look up Roger so that we can find Roger, IMDb, Open Season, and we will find the voice actor and we can pin it down to...
Perhaps.
Well, if he's the same voice actor.
Yeah, perhaps his other work.
Oh, hey, Billy Connolly's in here. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he's the he's the beaver or badger or something. Yeah, he's a beaver. I'm pretty sure.
There's Stanley. Roger. He doesn't have a picture.
Let's see. What was some of his other quotes?
Just open season 2, open season 3. He was a producer on Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah.
Animation for Stuart Little and Stuart Little 2. Okay, I thought we had a thing there.
They were in a really serious situation, and it's like, well, then we could do this, and then we could go in through here, and we could capture that, whatever. Camera pans to Roger. I want a girlfriend.
Well, if anybody is watching or listening, and you know, like, that voice that we're talking about, that, like, and you can point us to the voice actor and other iterations of said voice, I would appreciate it. Stuff like that, like, gets me. Like, I'm sitting there and I think about it, it like eats away at me.
So I don't know how true this is. I don't have any way of verifying it, but it is a story that I don't know why it would be made up.
Yeah.
And the person it was coming from, I don't know why they would pick this man and this character to make up this wild story. So my ex-girlfriend, before I was married, her dad delivered oxygen and things of that nature, kind of like what I used to do. Mm-hmm. And he delivered in Anderson.
Okay.
So one day he called my girlfriend and he said, "You won't ever believe who I delivered oxygen to." She was like, "Who?" He goes, "The original voice actor of Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks."
Oh, that's neat.
And apparently he's in Anderson in some big nice house.
Interesting.
Or, I mean, this was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And the man was on oxygen then.
Yeah.
Solid chance he's not around anymore. I've not fact-checked this. I've not Googled it. That could be just... The man could still be alive today.
I'm going to fact-check it.
Go ahead. Like original... Simon. Because it was Alvin, Simon, and
Talking about
Theodore.
Simon from, like... Because they were originally, like, it was music. And then I think they did the cartoons.
Okay. I'm not sure then. But he said that, I mean, he had, like... Apparently, if it wasn't Simon, his whole house...
Ross Bagdasarian?
No clue.
I don't know. There's so many.
But...
Whoa, what? I didn't know he did the voice of Simon.
Who?
Matthew Gray... I'm going to fuck it. Gubler? So, I'm just going to show you a picture because you're going to know who I'm talking about. I don't... He was from Criminal Minds? No.
Okay, now he's looking less familiar.
Now I'm going to feel stupid. What was the show? I don't do, like, crime shows. Yeah, Criminal Minds.
Oh.
He was the, like, really smart one, like, really kind of nerdy.
But makes sense. He was the voice for Simon.
Yeah, I don't know why that caught me off guard. I was not expecting to see his face.
Huh.
Simon, voiced by Alan Tudyk, Ross Bagdasarian Jr. That's kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah, and then Matthew Gray Gubler.
I feel like you said Goober Gobbler. And I'm like...
Matthew Gray Goober Gobbler. I'm going to piss off some people there.
Yeah.
Was it German Fabregat?
His first name was German and his last name was a German name?
Yeah, he's pretty happy too. Look at him. He's smiling. Woo! Chins Jacob Tyshin. Matthias Kozlowski. Makoto Naruse.
These all voice the...
Steve... Well, these are international.
Oh. My God. We have went down a rabbit hole trail. Rabbit hole trail.
Rabbit hole trail. Yeah. It just keeps pulling up Matthew Gray Gubler. And as the voice of Simon and Alvin and the Chipmunks.
But he said that if this... From what I heard, if this was not a voice actor for Simon...
Yeah.
Then he had a lot of paraphernalia.
He's just a big fan.
That was pretty convincing that he was.
Yeah.
Like plaques
and
and
need to look at Ross.
Statues and all kinds of different stuff.
Oh, it didn't take me to anything. All right, Mr. Bagdasarian Sr.
Bagdasarian Sr.
There he is. Let's see. Rostam Sipan Bagdasarian, known professionally as a stage name, David Seville. He died in 1972. It's not him.
Okay.
Maybe it's his son. He might still be kicking. He's born in 49. Yeah, it doesn't see death. So.
Well, people can be on oxygen for quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing it for 31 years.
He's been married to Janice Carmen since September, and they have 2 children. He was born in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So I don't know why he'd be in Anderson. But, I mean,
people have moved before, I hear.
Yeah, that's good for them.
Yeah. Not you, though.
It wasn't Matthew Gray Gubler, so let's try Alan Tudyk. Oh, I know him. Oh!
Who is it?
He played in he was in A Knight's Tale.
Okay.
Yeah, he was Tucker and Dale versus Evil. He's just I know him. Like I see him and I'm like, oh, him.
Oh, okay.
I'm bad with names with like celebrities.
I don't. He kind of looks familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know. The more I think about his face.
Yeah. You'd know him if you've seen him.
I mean, I apparently not. But something I created while we've been gone. Oh my God. I'm glad. Let's just say I'm glad I've created my beard back.
Yeah.
Yes, because on
Memorial
Day Eve, I did a thing.
You did a thing. Did you take a picture of said thing?
I did.
Oh, can we have said
I
picture?
did of just when I did that.
Yeah.
Well,
that's all I saw.
Well,
no! You did
then
like
I shaved it off.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Then I went completely bare.
Yeah.
So, for those of you listening, I have had facial hair to some capacity since I was 15.
Yeah.
I at least had a
nice.
small goatee, on my face, and I've went through roller coasters of. I had a year once.
Yeah.
It was over.
I remember that.
It was over a year. Well, I mean, it was before you.
Oh. I remember you having a very lengthy, thick beard at one point in time.
I've had a very lengthy, thick beard off and on for a while, for years now. But in it was 2016. Yeah. I wanted it, before that, I had grown it out for a year and like 3 or 4 months. Mm-hmm. And it was a big, luscious beard. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was before my daughter was born. And I said, before she's born, I'm going to shave it down to almost nothing because I didn't want my daughter's first, I didn't want my daughter coming into the world seeing this hairy animal as her dad. I didn't want her to think she's a little cub. Yeah. I want her to see me. Yeah. And whether she remembers me or not, if you have kids or... I don't know, even if you have kids, you might think that's goofy, but if you're about to have a kid, you're more in the mind frame that I was. Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to have a giant beard. I don't know. It was just a goofy dad thing for me. But I shaved it off, and I have shaved my beard and my facial hair down to just enough to cover my chin. Yeah. And kind of down to my neck a little bit. Well, I kind of got the crazy notion, when we went to Florida, I had a mustache and some facial hair, and then after that, I shaved it all off down to just a goatee. Yeah. Again. And I'm like, hadn't seen my lip in a while, hadn't seen my whole face. I'm not a bad looking guy. I should do this more. And I'm like, I should just shave it all. Just, whatever.
And then you were like,
So I shaved every bit of my chin and my neck right underneath my chin and all of my face. All I left was a mustache that just kind of drooped down and ended. Kind of like I don't know, what would you say, like a cowboy or old school biker?
Like old sheriff.
Like old sheriff, yeah. But I shaved my chin and my neck, and I did not realize what kind of double chin I have. And as soon as I saw it, I was mortified. And I was
Did you try grabbing it, moving it back?
So I saw a TikTok
Morgan's like, oh, that's a thing. I was like, that looks like bullshit.
I'm
not going to confirm. Until Factor Cap hits it and figures out if it's real or not, like...
Yeah, because she took it and pushed it back to her jawbone.
Yeah, and she was like, it's going... And then it just, it drains.
It drains?
Yeah, I was like,
What drains?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's not how anatomy works. I don't think. I didn't take anatomy or biology, but in my experience, that's not how anatomy works.
You would think there'd be somebody somewhere with body dysmorphia who was just going mad, and they just start pushing their neck fat out of the way, and then it goes away. We wouldn't be hearing about this just now.
Yeah.
Or it would be a bigger thing if it was actually true.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I didn't try that, but I don't know.
Figured I'd ask.
Yeah. Spend my time doing sensical things rather than trying to push
shaving your face.
Right. And not trying to push my neck fat down my throat.
It just all collects in your belly. And then you can take your belly fat and move it this way, and it all goes to your ass.
Hey, you might be onto something.
Yeah.
No more plastic surgery.
Yeah.
He's cured us all.
Yep.
From plastic surgery. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, this look is goofy. I just need to go ahead and shave the mustache and the drooping hair down. So I shaved that off. And then I really hated myself. I wished I would have kept the other. And it is just now, thank God, I'm glad we did take the Hianus from the podcast.
Yeah. I saw your asshole of a face.
That reminds me of my favorite insult ever. My favorite insult ever is, if I had a face like that, I'd shave my dog's ass and teach it to walk backwards.
I think you meant if my dog had a face like that.
If my dog had a face...
If I had a face like that, I'd shave my dog's ass and teach him to walk backwards. Why?
I heard myself say it and I went, oh, wait. Why would I do that if I had a face like that?
Yeah, I'd shave my ass and just walk backwards.
Oh, God. I messed that up. No,
walking around like Ace Ventura. Nice to meet you. Can I ask you a question?
It's so insulting on 20 different levels.
Yeah.
If my dog had a face like if my dog looked like a human,
looked like you,
it would be in most cases it would be an improvement because a dog has a dog face. It'd be quite odd.
Yeah.
But it is a dog's face. You are telling this person you are so much uglier than my dog's face.
Yeah.
That's like level 1.
Yeah.
I would shave its butt.
So it looked like a face.
Not just a human rear end, but a dog's
rear end.
I would shave it because whenever I think of that, I think of its butthole.
Yeah.
Because you see the dog's butthole.
Yeah.
It's not like a dog has cheeks.
Yeah.
I mean, corgis kind of do.
Well, they
have little plump little things of meat.
Still got a tail. The tail would cover the butthole.
Yeah.
It wouldn't wink at you all the time.
I don't know why I'm thinking about a dog with a tail.
You're thinking of cats because cats do that. Cats do that when they like you.
That's right.
They show you their butthole.
I almost said if I had a dime, but...
if I had a dime for every cat asshole I saw.
Oh. But yeah, it's like saying you're... Good one. I did that earlier with my shaker bottle. So for those of you listening, William just fell off Curtis.
That's because I kicked the box on accident.
Curtis, our gumball machine. So William fell off Curtis. Let me clear this up for you.
People listening for the first time like, who the fuck is Curtis and what's a William?
Yeah, and what's he doing on top of Curtis? Yeah. William just fell off of our gumball machine, Curtis, that holds our challenges, which we're skipping for today until we get new ones.
Yeah.
So I was in the shower earlier, and there's a little ledge where the sliding door is, and I set the cup up there, my shaker cup. Well, the lid was off, or it was unscrewed, and I was getting out, and I went to barely move the cup, and the lid fell, and I somehow had time to set the cup back down, take my hand, and get it in place.
Yeah.
while gravity took effect, and I caught the top of my gray shaker ball.
Pre-workout in action.
I guess. Just imagine if I would have just dry scooped it.
Yeah. A video for you.
Yeah. Oh, you have a video for me?
Yeah, just thinking about pre-workout. It's something Goose sent to the group chat.
Okay, when the pre-workout hits or something?
Yeah, well...
I mean, there's about 1 million of those that exist.
It was like... I'm going to find it so that I have it. That way I can show you like off camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we can keep going. I don't remember what we
All right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Talking about your pre-workout.
I pulled a trick like that.
No, wait. You're talking about your shaker.
Yep. And then I called it. And that's the punchline.
It was a good joke.
Thanks. I'll tell another sometimes. So, yeah. Beard's back in. I'm a happy lad again. I will never do that again. Lesson learned. Men, if you ever get tired of your beards, just... I don't know, go buy a new... like, if you ever get bored with it, go buy a new T-shirt.
Yeah.
Or a new pair of shoes or something. It's not worth shaving your beard off. Like...
Did I tell you, when I forget what... Oh, it was when Morgan bought her Mac.
Motorbike?
Yeah, motorbike. And we went to Best Buy. And I used to work there, so I know, like, most of the people that are still there. Mm-hmm. And Josh, one of the guys I used to work with... He'd never seen my license before. And so, you had to pee? Okay, well, we'll finish up here in a second. Just give it 1 second.
Okay.
So,
I'm like a child. I'm
I
sorry.
pulled my license out, and I took that picture forever ago before I ever grew out any facial hair. And I've still got the long hair, and I had to show my ID because we were doing something. And he looks at it, he goes, "Oh, thank God you don't." He goes, "Thank God you grew that." I go, "Why?" He goes, "You look like a soccer mom."
Oh my God.
And I laughed because he's not wrong. Like,
I'm trying to think of the picture of you and Morgan on the fridge.
Yeah, I was about to say you haven't
facial-
really seen. Well, the only time you've ever really known me is I've had the facial hair. Now that I think about it, I don't think you knew me pre-facial hair. Maybe?
So my first day of iHeart, like if you look at the pictures of me helping with the hurricane relief stuff,
yeah,
I'm like leaning over to get a case of water, and you're standing next to me, just like kind of like you look all hot and tired. You're like
I was
like that. You're just kind of staring at me.
I don't know what at what point in time that was or anything, but I know that I was hot and tired because I was hot and tired that whole fucking.
I think it was day 2.
Yeah,
because y'all had done I think just one the day before.
Yeah,
maybe. And that was day 2 or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it would have been like on into the day. So you would have been there for a while because I didn't get there early that morning. Josh just told me to get there like around lunch or whatever. And I mean, I would have gotten there when everything started.
No, I know.
But he, I guess, didn't want to throw me into the fire like getting there that early and all that. But then the next morning I did.
Yeah.
And all the mornings after that.
Yeah.
And then I did some without you.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, you didn't have any facial.
Maybe I didn't.
You didn't have that mustache.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
You
been
were
a work in progress.
fairly clean shaven from what I remember. But yeah. So Quincy's Tavern.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Um,
check us out on if you're not listening to it on iTunes. Check us out on iTunes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same show.
Yeah, it is. Just you could leave us a review. That'd be nice.
Yeah, leave us a review. That would work.
You say like 5 stars, their asshole tastes great or something. I don't care.
That works for me.
I don't care. Whatever you want to say.
Tell the world a lie and make them believe it's real.
Tell them it's the best fucking podcast you've ever heard.
That's right. It's the coolest.
Period.
Most, period. And that's on period.
Yeah. Period.
We need shirts.
We do need shirts.
Just for even if it's for us. Yeah.
I'd wear a shirt.
I'd wear a shirt too.
No, us. I'd wear an us shirt.
Oh, I'd wear an us shirt too.
Yeah.
I'd do us.
Would you do us? I'd do us.
There's something there.
Yeah.
With that.
Well, so I know people think like you usually think like Buffalo Bill but like I always always think of Jay from Jay and Silent Bob and Clerks doing that and fucking trench coat.
What? I've seen that movie a couple times.
Or would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. And then like later on, he's completely naked with the trench coat and he's tucked and he's like,
yes, I remember that. Yes. So I'm pretty sure I remember as a kid that what you're saying.
Yeah.
That image, that scene, on Comedy Central, a commercial.
Yeah.
That just played sometimes twice during like commercial breaks on Comedy Central.
So it would just be, me, like a cartoon version of me with my long hair with the hat because Jay.
Yeah.
Naked under a trench coat, tucked.
Oh, God.
And you behind as Silent Bob because you got the beard, like,
yeah.
Right?
That's hilarious.
Right? Would you do us?
Movie posters.
We'd do us. Yeah.
Would you do us? We'd do us.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You're welcome.
I mean, I could just
y'all are welcome for that visual.
So, okay, legit, if we're going to hang something right here, a movie-sized poster, nothing too big, but that will fit in that. A movie poster coming, I mean.
Yeah. This, I like where we're going already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow it.
And, you know, my name, your name, whatever, and it's you and the...
Just Trey and Josh coming.
Coming this... just coming. Yeah. Movie posters. We could sell movie posters. Oh, no. Oh, God. I'm kind of frightened. Probably don't need that image out on the internet of me if I'm trying to protect myself.
Okay.
Oh, God. For those of you listening, I'm not looking at anything either. I don't know.
Pull up the images. Naked, somebody with a trench coat, and then Curtis is Darth Vader. You was Leia.
Show the camera.
And just a bunch of fucking hawks.
That's what I was thinking. The X-wings are Fred the bird.
Yes.
Oh, God.
It's the poster for A New Hope.
You in a trench coat with a sword and me as Leia?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hearkening to the Jay and Silent Bob. Because like you had Jay and Silent Bob, and you had Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Like it was definitely like a it's still it almost pays homage to them. Like
yeah,
I don't know.
I like that.
And then instead of Star Wars, CS podcast or no, just create shit.
Okay.
Curtis.
Just it's kind of faded a little bit.
Yeah, and like I don't know.
That's got to happen.
Yeah.
But we'll put that on our to-do list.
We put that out into the world and
yes.
It'll come back.
All right.
Oh, man.
If we don't end this now, I'm going to pee my little pants.
Yeah. Or I was thinking something like that, but then I saw the
yeah, there's so much better.
Yeah.
So
anyways, I guess we'll hit this outro. You go pee.
Okay.
I'm going to bed.
Love you guys. Until next time, we've been the Scottish Hush Puppy. And unfortunately, it is 1 o'clock, and I've got some food to go eat right after I pee.
Until then, my ghastly gang, stay spooky. I almost forgot about that. I forgot we do that.
I know. You were ready to fire that outro.
I was just going to get out of here.
All right. I'll see you.
Jordan create shit. Build anything. Make it real.
I've been getting dirty money, Jordan Belfort. Stacking penny stocks while I'm flipping these birds. Sipping on Ciroc, trip 'em up with the words. I done popped the molly and I think it's be my third.